back to another live reaction stream with your favorite dark skinned friend with a beard. You heard him. Unity. Anyway, happy Sunday to each and every one of you beautiful mother lovers in the world out there joining us in the 80 city. You feel me? We are going to be watching a video today coming to us from, let me see where this food coming from. Oh man, I gotta go open it back up. It's one of these fools out here. Let's see. History. Give it up. We're watching a video today by at Fighters, okay? On YouTube. They it says the feds finally opened Floyd's secret garage, and honestly, what's inside is pure nightmare fuel. Damn. So I saw the title. I said, you know what? We're going to tap in. This dude, he only got like a few followers or whatnot. I think he got more than me, but I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I follow him and subscribe to him, you know, because teamwork make the dream work. That's how this thing work out. You feel me? So let me go ahead and get the screen right for you so you can see what I see. Man, I'm just trying to keep myself in a positive headspace right now. I'm inspired by, you know, all the progression that's been going on. Shout out to my 471 subscribers on YouTube. We are almost to our 500 mark, so, you know, let's go ahead and get that thing popping. Get that up out of there. Won't. Your channel got 109,000 views. Okay, that's what's up. Last 365. Let's see what's the last 28. This is all y'all right here, man. The last 28 days, I got over 171 subscribers. We got 2.4K watch time, 36.8 views, 36.8 thousand views. It said 27.8 more than usual. So let's keep it up. Let's keep this momentum rising. Buyout. Okay, so this is where we at. Got the screen open. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. It's been kind of a slow day. I started off kind of late, but ever since I've been up, I've been productive as hell. And now it's time for me to be productive with y'all. So make sure that y'all open up, put y'all W's in the chat. Let me open this YouTube up real quick. And I gotta open up the Twitch stream. Make sure y'all over here tapped in. Like I said, I got 471 subscribers on YouTube. I got 11 on Twitch. So I need y'all, if you're on Twitch and you watch it right now, please follow. I got to get up to 20 by next Friday so I can make my next task. I'm a very task-oriented person, so I like to complete my task weekly. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it in gear, Twitch. YouTube, I love y'all. Let's keep it popping. Let's keep this thing, you know, growing one stream at a time. One stream at a time. All right, we good on the YouTube. We got 3 on YouTube, 1 on Twitch. All right, let me start the video. I'm gonna stop talking.
Sharing details of the seizure of more than 80 vehicles. Ferrari 458 Italia worth $280,000.
Okay, DJ Khaled, Floyd Mayweather Jr. charged with promoting cryptocurrency without disclosing they were paid. Oh man, that's the tax people trying to come get him.
Yo, listen up because this is absolutely insane. The feds just rolled up to Floyd Mayweather's crib and straight up emptied his entire garage. I'm not talking about a couple cars here. I'm talking about millions of dollars worth of the sickest rides you've ever seen. Bugattis, gone. Rolls-Royce Phantoms, seized. Lamborghinis, custom Ferraris, the whole damn fleet, poof, vanished. And before you think this is just some celebrity drama, hold up. This goes way deeper than fancy cars and Instagram flexing. This is about fraud allegations, shady real estate deals, lawsuits piling up like dirty laundry, and the cold hard truth that Money Mayweather might have been playing us all along. Buckle up, because this story is wild.
Make sure I put y'all W's in the chat. Press the like button on YouTube.
Sir.
Poppin', man.
What's up? What's up?
I see y'all. We got four over there. Shout out to
Picture
Miss
this.
Onya. Oh, hold on, y'all. I got two over here in the chat already on YouTube. I got to give y'all shout out, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. We got Onya, both Sylvia, W's to you too. At Honored One, 6339 W's in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. We in here.
Yeah!
Don't talk about personal stuff on the chat. Delete that. And no, because I didn't check. But delete that. Come on now. Anyways, so we got that popping. Let's get back to the video.
Federal agents, court orders in hand, rolling up to Floyd's Los Angeles mansion like they're filming the next Fast and Furious. They weren't there for autographs. They came for blood, or in this case, horsepower. Floyd's got this custom-built garage that looks like a billionaire's personal showroom. Over 30 insane vehicles, each one more ridiculous than the last, just sitting there like trophies. And the feds? They took everything. We're talking multiple Bugatti Veyrons, a Koenigsegg CCXR, one of only two in the entire world, Lamborghinis, McLarens, Ferraris, the works.
Options, options, options. I got about 100 cars.
Bruh, he said about 100. Man, when I say this man made some money. This man made some money. And now they trying to come take it. Oh, damn.
But right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari,
Shout out to my dog Stizzle in the building.
Ferrari, Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren.
The original. Floyd always be stunting on everybody. That's why they trying to get him.
Rose.
He got every year.
Rose. The Maybach truck or Maybach truck, whatever you want to call it.
This
Whatever
wasn't
you
your
wanna call
average
it.
repo situation. This was a full-blown federal seizure backed by a court judgment. And they didn't stop at the supercars either. Dirt bikes, ATVs, motorcycles, even some Hellcats and Chargers, all loaded up and hauled away. The entire garage, completely gutted.
Why they taking all Floyd's stuff, man? What are you into?
This mess started with a New York real estate deal that went sideways fast. Floyd bought 2 luxury apartments in Manhattan and flexed them all over social media like they were his personal penthouses. The lifestyle shots, the bragging rights, the whole 9 yards. But here's where it gets sketchy. Neither of those apartments were actually paid
To my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Enter Zenny Media Concept Limited, a Nigerian media company. They cut Floyd a deal.
He's speaking. He talking that talk. At the end of the day, what he's saying is own everything. Own it all. And you will see all the benefits of what's to come. Not saying, leave people out, because he got a whole team, clearly. But what he's saying is own it. Don't lease it. Don't go into no partnership. If you can afford it, do what you got to do and get your paper. Plain and simple. I need to know what he did, though. Let's just watch the video. Why they taking on my dog's stuff?
Promote their brand using these penthouses, and they'd pay him big money. Floyd took the cash, cashed the check, and then ghosted them,
Shout out to the
never
chat.
showed
I got
up,
6 on YouTube.
never did
What's
the
up?
promotions, just vanished with their money.
Floyd Mayweather, in this article, it states that he's spending $402 million in real estate investment in a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio in Upper Manhattan. The portfolio includes over 60 buildings and is one of the city's largest real estate deals of the year.
Wow. Well, thank you, Floyd Mayweather, for investing into New York real estate.
Yeah, I figured. I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. All this money makes. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Zinni wasn't
down the
having
middle of the
it.
street.
They sued, and the court slapped Floyd with a $2.40 million judgment. That ruling gave federal authorities the green light to start seizing his assets. And what did they go after first? The thing Floyd loves more than anything,
His cars.
his cars.
I just want to show the people how I live on a daily basis. This right here is
Man. I feel him with his cars, though. I have the money to do it.
this. You like to call this house right here the Palace. This is the EWB. Steven Broadways. Gucci Fellows.
A lot of people don't like Floyd Mayweather because they feel like he just be bragging too much, and he fought for everything that he got, though. Literally fought. Hands up in the paint. Whop, whop, whop. Left, right. Come on, man. You can't take nothing away from him. And he's still the only undefeated. He went out undefeated. It just is what it is. I'm not saying that he's the best of all time, the best ever, but he up there. Y'all gotta stop hating on Floyd, man.
All depends on how you want to close the door. Stop out there and filming. I didn't show you guys this. I bought this like 4 or 5 days ago. I got all type of toys, Apple TV, espresso machine, all type of crazy stuff. Talked about this yesterday. Blue on the seats. Right around Himalaya. 110,000. That's what we do. Live life, have fun, work hard, play hard. Showing you guys my lifestyle.
4 years, we've watched Floyd live this over-the-top lifestyle. Private jets, stacks of cash rubber-banded on Instagram, diamond-encrusted watches, and a garage full of cars that cost more than most people's houses. We all thought, damn, this dude is rich. But now,
Rich.
cracks are showing. Big cracks.
Money made all day. You know, right here, the light million.
A light
Over
million.
there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life.
Damn.
So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
That's my uncle. Man, Frank.
People who've done business with Floyd are starting to come forward, and the stories are all the same. He doesn't pay. Jewelers saying they never got their money. Car dealers claiming Floyd drove off in $1 million.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told you, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by...
Shout out at Artemis Bullard 5883. What's up, big homie? Appreciate you tapping in, man. You know I gotta give you a special shout out. Hope y'all are having a good Sunday so far. Yeah, Austin with me. Yeah, that's Cook. That's Cook, dog. Austin said, "What's up, Cook?" All right, back to the video, y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in.
I give them money. They go shopping. They put gas in their car. They party. They come back. I need money. I give them money. I buy them houses. I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that. And then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same.
Floyd built his entire brand
He
on
ain't
being
wrong for that
Money
mindset.
Mayweather. The guy who's
Keep it
richer
in
than
family.
everyone,
Make that
flashier than everyone, untouchable. But behind the scenes, it's a completely different story. Unpaid debts, lawsuits stacking up, and now federal agents literally taking his toys away. Let's talk numbers.
Be sure to like, comment, and
Nice
subscribe.
bag though. You can use that to hold money in when you go to the strip club.
Y'all gotta know the difference.
And while Floyd's out here telling everyone, it's not about the money, it's about the legacy. The IRS is literally plotting to take
I don't know what we should take out tonight. We got so many choices. But it's always gotta be black. Always been on black, as you can see. I'm gonna take Ferrari. Cameraman, follow me.
Follow me.
We got Maurys, we got Lambos. Of course, we got a lot of different ones.
That's what they took too. Oh, he got the blue dome. Oh, he got the blue interior. Oh, that shit hard. Oh, that's
We
hard.
got choices.
Oh, I would have been sick. Oh, man, I'm sick for him.
Come on, follow me. Come on, let's go
Oh
around.
my God. Will Smith. Bad Boys edition.
You guys can see.
The Porsche.
The Aventador.
Door, McLaren. He had to put a Dolphin.
Let's take a moment to appreciate what just got seized.
Man.
Because Floyd's car collection was
My
legendary.
stomach hurt.
This wasn't just a bunch of expensive
Why would
cars.
my dog like that?
It was a curated masterpiece of automotive excess. 4 Bugatti Veyrons, each worth $3.3 million. A Koenigsegg CCXR valued at $4.8 million. And remember, only 2 exist on the planet. A Ferrari Enzo, a Lamborghini Aventador, a McLaren 650S, multiple Rolls-Royce Phantoms
Appreciate y'all
and
tuning
Cullennans,
in,
Bentleys for
Shout out
days,
to the chat.
a
Shout out to
Maybach
the
that
chat.
probably cost more than most people's life savings.
You the best, you only deal with the best.
I don't
So
know. They still
today,
ain't said why.
I purchased.
I'm still trying to wait for the reason exactly why they taking all my dog stuff though. Most likely it's gonna be something to do with some tax issues. The fact of the matter is he just got too much stuff for them not to look at him and really try to focus in on his finances. Just basically just pocket watching to the fullest. You know what I mean?
3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is a supercharged motor version. But the best car you purchased is
what about this? I bought this today.
brand new 2025
Oh my
Matt
God.
Blue G63 AMG.
Ooh, that,
And let's
Hey.
walk down here. Check this out.
that blue
Come,
is so
come.
hard. Hold on. I gotta step my game up, man. I need y'all to help me out on this YouTube thing.
Supercharged motor version.
Jesus.
But the best car you purchased is
What about this? I bought this today.
brand new 2025 Matt Blue G.
Damn it, man. Damn it, man. That blue is so hard. Ugh. Who I gotta go punch?
63 AMG.
And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come.
Come. See what else I got. Look at me.
My new toy. Give me the breakdown.
This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. One of 60. This is a one-of-one spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue. When it's been painted, you can see there's blue exposed carbon as you...
Jesus.
His personal chauffeur, Bruce the Driver Miller, used to talk about how Floyd would switch cars daily based on his mood. One day, he'd roll out in the Enzo just to grab snacks. The next day, a Phantom to hit the gym. It was pure excess, and we ATE it up. But now, that entire fantasy garage is sitting in a federal impound lot. tagged as evidence in a growing...
How does that guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing. As they...
So yeah, it's taxes. Clearly. It had to be taxes. But they took his whole garage, bruh. All the cars in his garage, they said over 100 cars. That alone should be able to cover the debt. They just going overkill, I feel like. You feel me? Like, damn.
Say, like he didn't know what he couldn't read, like,
That's BS.
something.
That is
That
BS.
they said something.
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
You know, how long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced, I'll get your calls in a second, they did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather Pacquiao fight was. $100 pay-per-view.
Here's the thing. This isn't some shocking surprise. Floyd's been playing financial Jenga for years. And we've all just been watching the tower wobble. Back in 2009, J.P. Morgan sued him over unpaid loans on a Maybach and literally repossessed the car. In 2021, a jeweler named Leonard Suleimanov hit him with a $3.8 million lawsuit over unpaid luxury...
In a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
This little situation that he put me in and, make me lose. But he thought...
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Who, if you don't mind? If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16 and 0. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, So when they came back, and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're sitting on the show. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting the boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me, it's
like, how could you, nigga? I was the one that was giving you game when I was going through it.
Yeah.
When I was at the lowest part of my career, I was telling y'all niggas how so you wouldn't have to get there. And now it's like betrayal almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, I feel like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it, because I don't want to bring it up. But it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on Snapchat. So they said it.
And now, in 2024, the Nigerian media firm's lawsuit has opened the floodgates for federal asset seizures. This isn't one...
I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
I'm disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks, or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service.
Like, nope, I need
Floyd,
another
you made
Maybach.
230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on.
Oh, and let's not forget Logan Paul. Logan went on record, publicly, saying Floyd never paid him the full amount from their exhibition fight. Logan Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer, had to chase down...
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The
Yeah,
Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So, like, what
we all know that.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It's basically, you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. And you send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say and what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right? And you just basically give him his script and he just does.
Look, I don't know what's going to happen next, but one thing's clear. The Money Mayweather brand is in serious trouble. The Fed's taking his...
Floyd or something?
Yeah.
Did he pay you to lose? What happened to him?
No, he didn't pay me
at all.
He didn't pay me. I think I won that fight. I think I won. Didn't knock out a YouTuber.
Did any of y'all see that Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight, the exhibition fight? Put it in the chat who y'all think really won that fight. Floyd beat his ass. He literally put him to sleep, held him up so he didn't fall out so that they would be able to, give the people a good show. Like, go back and watch that damn fight, man. That was funny as hell. He tripping.
Hey, bro. Floyd's my homie. He's a cookie. Fucking tell him to pay me, bro. How much you owe you? Probably between 2 and 3. Yeah.
Go through this with Mayweather.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's honestly bull. Like having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like we made that mistake. But, it's Floyd Mayweather, so before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Because he's a scumbag. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, like, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstances?
No, he wanted to. He reached out.
Yeah.
But, like,
no?
Yeah.
What about double or nothing?
Yeah, double or nothing. Yeah, I already got nothing, bro. So
It was fun, though?
Yeah, of course.
So you're going to change the way you do business?
Okay, so shout out to the chat. Shout out to the new people that just got on the stream. I'm going to take it back just a little bit just so you can see exactly what they took. Yeah, oh, man, look at these cars, man. I still feel like these cars should have covered the debt or whatever he owed. But like you said, you give somebody a check for $230 million and tell them, okay, it's up to you to take the taxes out. I'll see you when I see you. Shit.
But it's always going to be black. Always been on black, as you can see. I'm the one Ferrari. Camera there. Follow me. We got Ferraris, we got Lambos. Of course, we got a lot of different clothes. We got choices.
This is just one garage, too. Oh, my God. I'm trying to tell you. I think I just love the color blue. You feel me, Cap?
So we got a choice now. Red, as you guys can see. Come on, follow me. Come on, let's go.
Everything.
The original McLaren, as you guys can see.
And it's just one garage.
Let's take a moment to appreciate what just got seized, because Floyd's car collection was legendary. This wasn't just a bunch of expensive cars. It was a curated masterpiece of automotive excess. 4 Bugatti Veyrons, each worth $3.3 million. A Koenigsegg CCXR valued at $4.8 million. And remember, only 2 exist on the planet. A Ferrari Enzo, a Lamborghini Aventador, a McLaren 650S, multiple Rolls-Royce Phantoms and Cullinans, Bentleys for days, a Maybach that probably cost more than most people's life savings.
You're the best, you only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is a supercharged motor version. But the best part you purchased is...
what about this? I bought this today.
Brand new 2025 matte blue G63 AMG.
And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. enjoy it.
Some people look at it
Take a
like
breakdown.
bragging.
This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. One of 60. This is a one-of-one spec.
Motivation.
All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue, and it's been painted. You can see there's blue exposed carbon as you...
His personal chauffeur, Bruce the driver Miller, used to talk about how Floyd would switch cars daily based on his mood. One day, he'd roll out in the Enzo just to grab snacks. The next day, a Phantom to hit the gym. It was pure
Shout out
excess,
Queen.
and we ATE it up. But now, that entire fantasy garage is sitting in a federal impound lot, tagged as evidence in a growing...
How does that guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen.
There's 365 days in a year, right? They gave him a check for $230 million, right? That's just one check. One check. Damn. $1 million a day for every day of the year. He got it. But he didn't pay his taxes. So now he ain't got it. Damn.
He apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like.
That's BS.
Something.
That is
That
BS.
they said something.
Time out. He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
You know, how long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds? You know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced, I'll get your calls in a second, they did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather Pacquiao fight was. $100 pay-per-view.
Here's the thing. This isn't some shocking surprise. Floyd's been playing financial Jenga for years, and we've all just been watching the tower wobble. Back in 2009, J.P. Morgan sued him over unpaid loans on a Maybach and literally repossessed the car. In 2021, a jeweler named Leonard...
Ooh, he got one car repossessed out of 100 luxury vehicles. Oh, well.
Suleimanov hit him with a $3.8 million lawsuit over unpaid luxury...
In a lose-lose situation.
Oh, they took $3.8 million because he didn't pay for some jewelry. I just got a check for $230 million. Here, take it. Dang, you little crybabies.
Situation now, what came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What do you mean?
Situation where he put me in and make me lose what he thought.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16 and 0. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So when they came back, it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter. What's it?
If you don't know who that is, that's Gervonta Davis. He basically talking about how, Floyd put him on the shelf for like 6-7 months and then made him come back and fight for a world title fight against Jorge Pedraza. And he was just like, either you gonna fight him or you ain't gonna fight at all. And he was only making like 10 bands a fight then. Nowhere near what he was making, you know, his last few fights. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's been, Floyd be doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes too that be kind of crazy. But it was only because he thought that Gervonta was talking to his daughter. You know, Papa Bear. That Papa Bear came in, you know what I'm saying?
Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You like you're sitting on the show. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting the boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me, it's
like, how could you, nigga? I was the one that was giving you game when I was going through it.
Yeah.
When I was at the lowest part of my career, I was telling y'all niggas how so you wouldn't have to get there. And now it's like betrayal almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think
like
Floyd did that intentionally?
Hell yeah.
Why? After so much time, I feel like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring it up. But it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting. Okay. She kept hitting me on Snapchat. So they said it.
And now, in 2024, the Nigerian media firm's lawsuit has opened the floodgates for federal asset seizures. This isn't one.
I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks. A check for...
Not trying to, bring nobody else's dirt up. But what I'm saying is Shannon need to be quiet over here choking little young white girls and making them retire early with a paycheck because they was about to take all your endorsements, bruh. You got to be more careful. You're too old to be dealing with a 22-year-old, man. Going on, brother? He ain't pay his taxes. You choking little white girls, allegedly.
$230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on.
Oh, and let's not forget Logan Paul. Logan went on record, publicly, saying Floyd never paid him the full amount from their exhibition fight. Logan Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer, had to chase down.
At one point, you were getting. We all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It's basically, you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. And you send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it. Mm-hmm. And he just says, what do you want me to say and what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right? And you just basically give him his script and he just does.
Look, I don't know what's going to happen next, but one thing's clear. The Money Mayweather brand is in serious trouble. The Fed's taking his...
Floyd or something? Yeah. Did he pay you to lose? What happened to him?
No.
Shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in.
I think I won that fight.
I think I won. On Twitch.
Didn't knock out a YouTuber.
8 on YouTube.
Floyd's my homie. He's a cool dude. Tell him the story, bro. How much you eat? Probably between 2 and 3. Yeah.
Go through this with Mayweather.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's honestly bullshit. Like having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like we made that mistake. But, it's Floyd Mayweather, so before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Because he's a scumbag. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstances?
No, he wanted to. He reached out.
Yeah.
But,
no?
Yeah.
What about double or nothing?
Yeah, double or nothing. Yeah, I already got nothing, bro. So
it was fun, though?
Yeah, of course.
So you're going to change the way you do business?
You got something.
Yeah. Me and my brother. Of course, yeah. I got to go, y'all.
You got something.
Thank you so much.
You had fun doing it, though?
Oh, yeah.
I think we're done,
Most
guys.
of my life, dude.
Thank you so much.
That guy was doing shit in the ring I'd never seen before. Yo, one time I was like hunkered over and I was like by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. Motherfucker opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth. Stop breathing. So I couldn't breathe. I've never seen this before. And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact. Smart boxer, that's the guy who's been to the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. Just not in full. I've never seen this before. Oh, yeah.
I think we're done,
Most
guys.
of my life, dude. That guy was doing shit in the ring I'd never seen before. Yo, one time I was like hunkered over and I was like by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. motherfucker opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth. Stop breathing. So I couldn't breathe. I'd never seen this before. And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact.
Oh my God.
Smart boxer, you know, that's the guy who's been to the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. I got paid. Just not in full. Like a couple million somehow that's just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made for that fight. I ain't got no fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The artist happens. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you. Floyd. We're coming for your millions and the last thing you
could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Take your collection.
What do you do with
I'm
all
about to
this,
go buy
money?
another one.
And, you know, cash is king. Do you?
Hold on, I just want to see this one little.
I tried everything. Coffee, Pomodoro, and binaural beats. But
if you're still in here, man, make sure y'all press that like button. Please, if it's your first time on the channel, make sure you press the subscribe. We are almost to our 500 mark on YouTube. Let's get that popping. Twitch, I appreciate each and every one of y'all tapping in. Make sure that y'all press the follow button and share and come raid your boys one day. You feel me? I don't know what that really means, but come raid my stuff. I see that in the achievements. They say get some raids. So come raid me. All right? We're going to watch this little clip. It say Floyd Mayweather's daughter confronts him after he stopped giving her money. Okay. She said, is you broke or what? Is you broke or nah? Floyd said, man, they just took all my cars, cuz. You ain't getting nothing.
nothing stuck until I tried this.
Back in 2023, Floyd said this.
All 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, listen, no more handouts. No more handouts.
But it seems one of his daughters either didn't get the message or wasn't ready to accept it, because not long ago, she jumped on Insta to fire back at her critics.
Why are you mad? What did you want to? I want the same thing for my son. I don't want him to ever have to work.
Now, a lot of people are asking how she gets her money. She doesn't have a known job, yet she lives a high-profile lifestyle. And all she seems to be doing is sleeping around with rappers and apparently stabbing people.
Hey, it's just when a girl grabbed her, the knife hit her.
Between the controversies and the perception that she's been living off her father's fame and fortune, the situation has always been messy. But now, things have taken a new turn, with her reportedly confronting Floyd over the end of those handouts. And in this video, we're going to break down exactly what happened. The money stops. In 2023, Floyd Mayweather went on the Pivot podcast and told the world his new rule: no more handouts for his children. He said all 4 of them, Koran, Ayana, Zion, and Jira, were adults now. He said he would no longer hand them money. He said the free ride was done. His words were direct. He said he felt like just giving them cash was hurting them. He would invest in their education. He would help them start a business. But the days of handing over money with no conditions attached were finished. Floyd's position was not a surprise to anyone who knew his history. He had spent decades building a brand around the name Money. His career earnings surpassed $1.2 billion. He made $300 million from the Pacquiao fight alone in 2015 and another $275 million from the McGregor fight in 2017. He had been giving to his children for years. He gifted Ayana a $5 million diamond ring for her 18th birthday. He threw her a Sweet 16 that cost over $1 million, with Drake and Future performing. He bought her a $400,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith when she was 14 years old. He said publicly that he fights so his kids can be known as rich kids for the rest of their life. For years, the money flowed to his children without conditions and without limits. Then the rules changed. And the question that everyone wanted answered, the question that would define the next chapter of this family's public saga, was how his children would respond. Specifically, how Yaya would respond. The answer came in stages. It did not come quietly, and it did not come privately.
Yaya's relationship with her father's money had already been a subject of public discussion for years. Her estimated net worth sat somewhere between $1 million and $5 million, drawn partly from influencer partnerships, her brief music career, and the family's financial support. She had no traditional job and had never pretended to want one. Floyd himself had acknowledged this openly. He had said his goal was for his children to live as rich kids without the need to grind the way he did. That philosophy was not hidden. It was the whole point. But when Floyd drew a line in the sand on the Pivot podcast, the internet seized on it. Commentators began asking what would happen if the man called money stopped being the ATM his children had relied on for their entire lives. Rumor and speculation multiplied. Content creators latched onto the narrative, and Yaya, watching all of it unfold in real time, decided she had heard enough. By early 2026, Yaya had had enough of people telling her what that change meant for her life. She went live on social media and addressed the trolls head on. She told them they did not have a house to wash themselves in and had no business talking about her finances.
Can't be mad because my dad made it to the point where he doesn't want his kids to work for a living. Why are you mad? Wouldn't you want to? I want the same thing for my son. I don't want him to ever have to work.
She said her father made it to a point where he does not want his kids to work for a living. She asked why that would bother anyone. She said the people criticizing her were mad because their own parents could not do the same thing. She took it further. She said she wants the same thing for her son.
Why does that bother him so much? And why is that always being thrown in my face like that's such a bad thing? That's not a bad thing. Y'all are just mad because y'all parents didn't do that for y'all.
The internet split. Some praised her for owning her position, saying that is what generational wealth is about. One generation works so the next one does not have to. Others called her entitled and worse.
That's not a bad thing. Y'all are just mad because y'all parents didn't do that for y'all.
In January 2026, weeks before the live stream, Yaya had posted about considering getting a job for fun because she was bored. That post alone set off its own round of backlash. People suggested she try retail. People said it was the most out-of-touch thing they had read all year. She did not get the job. The post lingered in the discourse, though feeding into a perception of Yaya as someone so...
She was like, oh, I don't got the job. I don't need this job. My daddy's Floyd Mayweather.
Disconnected from the world outside her father's wealth, that even the concept of employment was a novelty, something to try on like a costume and discard when the novelty faded. To her critics, it confirmed everything they believed about the Mayweather children. To her supporters, it was simply an honest admission that most people would make if they had the same financial cushion beneath them. She had also pushed back against more targeted rumors. One viral claim alleged that she had paid NBA youngboy $1.2 million to spend a week with her during a rough period in their relationship. Yaya called the story a weird fake narrative and insisted that both she and Youngboy were financially independent of each other. The rumor had no sourcing, but it spread anyway, becoming another tile in the mosaic of stories the internet assembled about a rich man's daughter who could not function without someone else's money, whether that someone was her father or her child's father. What made all of this louder was what was happening around the same time. YouTube channels had started running videos with titles like Shocking Floyd Mayweather's Daughter, blames him for losing everything after $402 million scandal, and Mayweather erupts as his daughter exposes embarrassing truth about his $500 million debt. These videos alleged that Yaya had cut ties with...
Okay, so if he had a $500 million debt, right, he still had them 2 checks. That was 2 fights. And he made $575 million. We don't know all the other endorsements and stuff that came along with that. So he would still have $75 million in the clear. Why would they still take all of his cars? I'm still stuck on the cars, man. I'm sorry. Damn.
With Floyd, sold her luxury items, distanced herself from the Mayweather name, and blamed Floyd's financial scandals for destroying her opportunities. Anonymous insiders claimed she held him responsible for her financial downfall. They said brands were pulling away from her. They said she was liquidating everything. the jewelry, the cars, even a Beverly Hills condo. The videos accumulated millions of views, each one building on the last, constructing a narrative of family collapse that was irresistible to anyone following the Mayweather saga. The content machine was relentless. One video framed Yaya as breaking down after Floyd's alleged financial...
That's that garage he was taking us through earlier in the video. She in there, look, they all take full advantage of what the hell going on, man.
Crimes were exposed. Another implied she had hired lawyers to distance herself legally from the Mayweather name to protect her own interests. None of these claims came with named sources. None came...
Your health deserves more than guesswork. At Prenuvo, our whole body MRI scans for hundreds...
Came with documentation. None came with a single on-the-record statement from Yaya herself. But the algorithms rewarded the speculation, and the speculation fed the algorithms, and the cycle continued unbroken. But here's what the research shows. No concrete evidence supports a direct private confrontation between Yaya and Floyd over money. No verified quote from Yaya says she blamed her father for her finances. No elected. She was homeschooled, which afforded her the flexibility to travel alongside her father and explore creative interests from a young age. By her late teens, she had set her sights squarely on a career to Floyd's world. The camps, the weigh-ins, the victory celebrations, the cameras that captured everything. Floyd and Melissa Brim's own relationship had been complicated. Brim later revealed in a 2017 interview that she and Floyd did not communicate for 5 years after Yaya's birth, leaving the initial father-daughter bond uncertain. But by the time Yaya reached her teens, Floyd's involvement had become consistent and conspicuous. Lavish gifts, public appearances, and a stated commitment to giving his daughter a life beyond anything he had experienced growing up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Then came the relationship that would change everything. In 2018, Yaya began dating rapper NBA Youngboy, real name Kentrell Deshaun Galden, and the relationship immediately became combustible tabloid material. It was volatile from the start, swinging wildly between passionate reunions and bitter public breakups, deeply entangled with the chaos that perpetually surrounded Youngboy's personal life and his relationships with multiple women. By 2019, Youngboy had released a track called Dirty Ayana, directly referencing their turbulent dynamic and accusing her of slashing his car tires during one of their heated disputes. The relationship was messy, relentlessly public, and careening towards something catastrophic. On April 4th, 2020, everything detonated. 19-year-old Yaya showed up at Youngboy's home in the Cypress suburb of Houston, Texas, and found him there with LaPatra Jacobs, a 25-year-old woman who shared a son with the rapper. According to police reports filed that night, Yaya declared herself Youngboy's fiancée and demanded Jacobs leave immediately. The verbal confrontation rapidly spiraled into a physical altercation that moved into the kitchen, where Yaya allegedly armed herself with 2 knives and stabbed Jacobs multiple times in the right arm. Jacobs required emergency surgery but survived. Her injuries described as serious but non-life-threatening. Police officers from the Harris County Precinct 4 Constable's office arrived at approximately 1...
She in there like 2 Chainz talking about 2 knives. Yeah. Her name Yaya too. Yaya.
1:30 a.m. and arrested Yaya on the spot. She was charged with felony aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and booked into Harris County Jail before being released on $30,000 bond. The headlines were merciless. Floyd Mayweather's pampered daughter, the girl who had grown up wearing diamond rings and having Drake perform at her birthday party, was now staring down Ali A, potential 20-year prison sentence under Texas law. Body cam footage released years later captured Youngboy explaining the situation to officers at the scene that night, describing how the fight erupted between the 2 women.
Nate, it's just when a girl grabbed her, the knife hit her. That's what I keep telling him, man, like, the girl ain't doing anything wrong.
Floyd Mayweather's response materialized 2 days after the arrest. He did not mention Yaya by name. He did not address the stabbing directly. He did not issue a statement to the press. Instead, he posted an Instagram video of himself training his son Karan with the carefully worded caption, "Never claimed to be perfect, but I strive to be the best father possible. #DaddyDuties." The media universally interpreted it as a subtle, calculated defense against the avalanche of criticism aimed squarely at his parenting. That post was all Floyd offered the public. There was nothing more, no interview, no statement, no clarification, just that one caption and the image of a father boxing with his son, letting the world draw its own conclusions. The legal proceedings dragged on for over 2 agonizing years, complicated by the COVID-19 pandemic and protracted negotiations between attorneys. In April 2022, Yahya pleaded guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, admitting in court to unlawfully, intentionally, and unknowingly causing bodily injury. Her attorney, Kent Schaffer, emphasized that there were credible elements of self-defense in the case, but described the plea as a safe resolution, given the fact that key witnesses, including Youngboy himself and his security team, flatly refused to cooperate with prosecutors. In December 2022, she was sentenced to 6 years of deferred adjudication probation, with the possibility of having the felony dismissed entirely after 2 years of clean behavior. She avoided prison. She avoided a permanent criminal record. The outcome infuriated critics who argued it was textbook proof of what wealth and a famous last name can buy inside the American justice system. Jacobs, for her part, filed a civil lawsuit in March 2022 seeking damages for physical pain and mental anguish. Her attorney, Kent Schaffer, noted that Yahya had no significant independent assets, making any judgment potentially uncollectible. A detail that, intentionally or not, underscored the very argument Yahya's trolls had been making all along.
So basically, because she don't have no assets of her own because she live off of her daddy, when they try to sue her, they couldn't collect nothing. Could you imagine being the person that got stabbed by Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and you go to court and they tell you, well, next time y'all will be more careful. You get nothing? Oh my God. Swiss cheese, the house.
About whose money she was really living on. But for Yahya, the fallout extended far beyond the walls of the courtroom. She had given birth to Youngboy's son, Kentrell Jr., in January 2021, and was now navigating the relentless demands of new motherhood while simultaneously managing probation, a tidal wave of public ridicule, and a relationship with Youngboy that continued to generate chaos at every turn. In January 2026, she posted a cryptic message seemingly aimed at Youngboy, accusing him of failing to contribute financially to their son's 5th birthday party while spending lavishly on other women, and calling him an absent father with misplaced priorities. She said her father Floyd paid for the celebration instead, reinforcing the idea that Floyd remained the reliable financial pillar even as the rules around his giving were supposedly changing. Then, in November 2025, Yahya broke years of relative public silence with a sweeping apology posted to social media. She expressed remorse to LaPatra Jacobs, to her own parents Floyd and Melissa, and to everyone whose lives had been disrupted by the incident 5 years earlier. She said she was not just some dumb, delusional girl, insisting she was not the stuck-up, entitled person the world had decided she was. She acknowledged that while she maintained the altercation involved elements of self-defense, she was deeply sorry it ever happened and committed to becoming a better person for herself and for her son. This was the same woman who just weeks later would be on a live stream telling the entire internet that her father's money is her money and that nobody alive has the right to judge her for it. The contradiction was not lost on anyone watching, but to Yahya, there was no contradiction at all. She had paid the price, served her probation, endured the public's contempt, and earned the right to move forward on her own terms, with her father's fortune serving as the bedrock beneath her feet. What she could not have known was that the very bedrock she stood on was fracturing under the weight of something far bigger than family arguments about spending money. The empire under fire.
Yo, I just typed that in and it made the whole track.
And that's how this ties all the way back in. Feel me?
This wild.
Listen to me, man.
While Yahya was defending her right to generational wealth on live streams and in comment sections, the source of that wealth, Floyd Mayweather himself, was engaged in a sprawling multi-front war to protect the financial empire he had spent a lifetime constructing. And the cracks in that empire were widening in ways that could no longer be papered over with Instagram posts of supercars and stacks of cash. In February 2025, Floyd made a grand announcement on Instagram. He had acquired 62 apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million through his firm, Vada Properties. He emphasized to his millions of followers that he used his own money with no partners and no outside financing involved. The deal, he proclaimed, was living proof that he was building something designed to outlast his boxing career. Generational wealth forged through bricks and mortar, not just fight purses that evaporate with retirement. Then, the scrutiny descended. Business Insider reported in March 2025 that city property records showed no ownership transfer for any of those 62 buildings. The NYC Housing Partnership confirmed they had received no notification of a sale. The story detonated across social media, and the narrative pivoted overnight from Floyd Mayweather, shrewd real estate mogul, to Floyd Mayweather, perpetrator of a $402 million fraud. YouTube channels pounced with breathless titles like Stephen A. Smith exposes Floyd Mayweather for going bankrupt after $402 million. Scam. Despite Stephen A. Smith having absolutely no involvement in the story whatsoever, deeper investigations by The Real Deal eventually revealed the reality was considerably more nuanced than the inflammatory headlines suggested. The deal was real, but Floyd had acquired a minority stake with options for full ownership in the future, not an outright purchase of every building. The majority owner remained Black Spruce Management, and the properties were rent-stabilized buildings benefiting from substantial New York City tax incentives. Floyd's team clarified that his no partners claim simply meant he used his own capital without syndication or borrowing from lenders. Floyd filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit against Business Insider, alleging racial bias and factually inaccurate reporting that had irreparably damaged his business reputation. But the real estate controversy, as damaging as it proved to be, was merely the most visible fissure in a far more expansive and troubling pattern of financial strain. Beneath the Manhattan headlines lay a staggering web of debts and lawsuits. In January 2026, Floyd was sued for $337,736 in unpaid rent on a luxury duplex at Manhattan's Baccarat Hotel, where he had been paying $100,000 per month before allegedly stopping all payments in July 2025. He was simultaneously sued by AJ's Jewelry for over $1 million in unpaid watches and chains, 26 Cartier, Patek Philippe, and Rolex timepieces, along with 15 custom chains for which his personal checks had bounced. He had previously lost a lawsuit in Las Vegas for nearly $2 million in unpaid luxury vehicles. His employees at both his gym and his strip club, Girl Collection, had filed separate lawsuits for unpaid wages, and the IRS had placed a lien on him in February 2025 for taxes that had gone unpaid since 2015. Then, in February 2026, Floyd escalated the entire situation by filing a massive $340 million lawsuit against Showtime Networks and former executive Stephen Espinoza, alleging that his former advisor Al Heyman had systematically funneled fight earnings into hidden accounts through unauthorized transactions and deliberately concealed financial records spanning years of collaboration. The lawsuit alleged that at least $340 million.
Sorry, y'all. Quick break. Mama coming in and bringing in the goodies. You feel me? She done made a nice little dip. Came out here with the chips and the dip. Y'all tap in. Make sure y'all press the like button. Huh? You can just have some of this. Thank you.
Dollars from historic bouts, including the Pacquiao super fight, had been misappropriated. Showtime categorically denied the allegations as entirely baseless. Floyd fought back against the swelling bankruptcy narrative with characteristic, unwavering defiance. At a 2025 New York real estate forum, he addressed the crowd directly and declared, "If that's what you call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, and being able to do what you want, then I'm pretty sure everybody is going bankrupt." Fellow boxer Teofimo Lopez publicly vouched for Floyd's wealth after claiming to have personally seen his bank account, declaring that he had never seen numbers like that in my life. But the doubts continued to mount. Deeper and critically, they arrived from people who had once operated within Floyd's innermost circle of trust. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, Floyd's former protege at Mayweather Promotions and one of boxing's brightest young champions, went public in a February 2025 interview on the Jay Hill podcast with explosive allegations that sent shockwaves through the entire sport. Davis claimed Floyd had deliberately attempted to sabotage his career.
I can turn your wildest ideas into a song. Just describe it in a few words, choose a style, and let Mareka V 8 handle the rest.
And that the catalyst for that betrayal traced directly back to Yahya Mayweather. Davis alleged that Yahya had initiated contact with him through Snapchat, sending him repeated messages. When Floyd discovered the communication through third parties, their entire dynamic shifted irreversibly.
They were saying I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat.
Davis said the discovery triggered everything that followed. He described being forced into a potentially career-ending fight against Jose Pedraza for the IBF super featherweight title, all while he was just 21 years old, hadn't fought in 7 or 8 months, and was earning roughly $10,000 per fight.
He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You you sitting on a shelf.
Davis described the desperation of his circumstances during that harrowing period, facing eviction from his home and liquidating personal belongings just to keep the lights on while still technically under Floyd's promotional banner.
So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry.
When the interviewer asked point blank whether he believed Floyd had engineered the entire situation specifically to make him lose, Davis answered without a single moment of hesitation.
Do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Davis defied the alleged sabotage spectacularly, winning by 7th round TKO and becoming a world champion at 17, but he maintained that the episode irreparably shattered the trust between them. The relationship never recovered, and their formal split from Mayweather Promotions in 2022 was followed by years of escalating, increasingly bitter public hostility. In 2024, boxer Ryan Garcia amplified the controversy by publicly claiming Davis had a sexual affair with Yaya, a claim Davis has neither confirmed nor denied. Floyd responded by branding Davis an ingrate and emphasizing the enormous career-making opportunities he'd provided over the years. And threading through all of this was another daughter's pain, one the headlines rarely linger on. Floyd's younger daughter, Jaira, who lost her mother, Josie Harris, in March 2020 to an accidental drug overdose, took to Twitter at just 17 years old with words aimed unmistakably at her father. Going from a parent who puts your happiness before theirs to a parent who puts their happiness before yours is probably one of the most frustrating thing ever. Floyd responded publicly with a pledge of unconditional love, but Jaira's post laid bare a wound that money, no matter the staggering quantity of it, simply could not heal. By 2024, the pair appeared to have reconciled through family trips to Iceland and Spain and shared appearances at the Super Bowl, but the emotional scars of that period remained visible to anyone paying attention. Through all of this, the lawsuits multiplying on every front, the sabotage allegations from former allies, the fractures within his own family, and the relentless financial scrutiny from media, courts, and social media alike, Floyd Mayweather continued to maintain the carefully curated image of a man in total, unshakable control. He kept photographing the supercars, he kept flashing the watches, he kept telling the world with absolute conviction that he was building generational wealth for his children and his grandchildren. And yet, when he spoke about his grandson, the child Yaya shares with NBA Youngboy, a warmer, unmistakably softer side surfaced. In one interview, Floyd spoke about the boy and about Yaya with visible, unguarded pride.
Yeah, I'm proud of my daughter because even though she's a little young to have a baby, 21, and she'll be 22 this year, but I'm proud of her.
He extended that warmth to Youngboy himself, framing the complicated relationship in unmistakably familial terms.
One of the biggest artists as far as in music. He got a cult-like following. I look at him, just like one of my sons.
And then Floyd made clear, in language that left no room for misinterpretation, that his intentions for his daughter and the generation that follows remained entirely unchanged. That is the paradox at the beating heart of this entire story. A father who says he is proud, a daughter who says she is grateful, a public that sees nothing but cracks wherever it looks, and a family name, Mayweather, that has always meant money, but may now mean something far more complicated than anyone in that family ever intended it to.
All right, y'all. That was the breakdown. What was going on with Mr. Floyd Mayweather himself. We all knew that was going to be something that had to do with taxes, clearly. But they wiped out his 100-car collection. I'm stuck on that collection. I'm just saying. They said he got a $500 million debt. So they coming in and taking it in blood. That's what the Fed's up to. You feel me? Anyways, if you did like the video, please make sure you press that like button. All you guys that commented, I appreciate the engagement. Make sure, most of all, please subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. If you're on Twitch, please make sure you follow. We're just trying to go ahead and keep building this ADED community, one stream at a time, one subscriber at a time. We had like 472 subscribers on YouTube. We almost to that 500 mark, so come on, man. We right there. 28 more, 29 more. Subscribe, please. Appreciate you. If you want to help the channel, go ahead and hit that message that's pinned at the top of the chat. The www.alldayeverydayllc.net. We got a bunch of stuff going on over here. I know you see that big old cloud graphic behind my head. He got his own collection. All the way down to the little bambinos. Onesies on deck. Okay. Got the cloud graphic on the front, on the back. ADED. For what? All day, every day. Why? Because that's what we on. We on our grind all day, every day. Feel me? Got it in the pink for the little baby for the baby girl. Baby girl. We got all type of colored waves, man. And that's for everything on the site. Feel me? Try to give you some variety to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Got some purses for the ladies. Got some long sleeve unisex hooded tees. Got the, look, man, $20. Feel me? For the little ones. Got bikinis, dresses, socks, backpacks, raglan baby tees. You know, all, bomber jackets. You know what I'm saying? Polos, crew necks, dad hats. You know what I'm saying? There's all type of stuff on here. Just go check it out. www.alldayeverydayllc.net. Oh yeah. Happy Black History Month. Duh. We did just drop a Black History tee and hoodie. Go check that out too. I believe that's on page 4. Let's go ahead and go check that out real quick so you can see that. But right now, if you type the word black, BLACK, in all capital letters, in the discount code box at the checkout, on the checkout page, you get 20% off on your whole order. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you take full advantage of that. BLACK. Here go the Black History Month tee. You feel me? You got the people gathering, you know what I'm saying? Having a good old time. You got Black History Month 2026 right there. Got the ADED stamp on one side, ADED stitching on the other one. On the back it say all day, every day. Like I said, got a bunch of different color waves. You know what I'm saying? Choose the one of your liking. I like this gold one. That's a good color. It's a good color right now. It look good on this brown skin here. This dark chocolate. You feel me? Then of course the standard white. Yeah, so go check that out for sure. Let me show you the what do you call it real quick, the hoodie, and then I'm gonna get out y'all here. But I appreciate y'all tuning in and checking out what the heck is going on. Once again, make sure you type in the word black in the discount code box on the checkout page. And you get 20% off on your whole order. You feel me? I love y'all. Teamwork make the dream work. You know what I'm saying? It say celebrate Black History Month, February 2026. You see it right here with the whole background on this one. Got the people gathering, having a good old time. I did this on Tuesday, February 3rd. You know what I'm saying? It got, you know, every piece that you get on this, it's like a piece of me. Because I created every single one of these things. You know what I'm saying? So like, we are really family when you grab a piece and rep that to the fullest. Appreciate everybody that has supported. You know what I'm saying? On that side, on the other side, I got it. And it's stitched in too. You know what I'm saying? Good quality stuff. We ain't playing around here, man. We ain't playing around here. Anyways, I appreciate y'all tapping in. It is your favorite dark-skinned friend with a beard. You know I gotta play it one more time. You have now tuned in with your favorite dark-skinned friend with a beard. That part. Until the next stream, man, I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share, notification bell, hype stars. That part. All right, we out.